Good? So we, of course, don't know the status of A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith as of now, but if they can't go, how comfortable are you in being the guy this week?
Extremely comfortable. That just is a test of the work that I put in every single day. I'm trying to come out here and get better and make sure that I'm prepared for the moment because I don't know when my moment can be or will be, but making sure when I'm in that moment I'm ready for it because honestly, when you get that moment, no one really cares if you're ready for it or not. You just better be ready for it. So I'm making sure that I'm ready for it. I know I am, and I can't wait for it.
And every week it seems we talk to you about this evolving role for you in this offense. How much has it changed since we talked to you in training camp week 1 to now week 4?
Yeah, it's crazy because it gets bigger and bigger each and every week. We've had people go down, got one and they get back healthy. But, it's forced some people to step up in positions that they haven't been in. I think we're ready for it, especially the guys in this receiver room, talking specifically me, Pears, Johnny Wilson, guys who are capable of making plays. And I think they're going to be able to showcase their talent and what they can do. And I know I'm able to do the same thing. So, I'm excited for it and I'm ready for it.
And I know you've seen it in a small sample size, but a guy like Paris Campbell to step up on the practice squad, gets called up and then makes plays, makes catches for you guys.
Yeah.
How proud of you? Or, you know what I meant.
Yeah, I mean, it's really cool to see because, being assigned to practice squad can be a really tough thing, especially like guys are talented. Everyone's talented. So your capability. And when you get that opportunity, you can do one of two things. You can kind of down your leg or you can make some plays for the team. And he was able to do that. He was a big part in why we were able to move the ball down the field, making key catches when we needed them most, especially when guys went down. So, it is really cool to see, and it's really encouraging because you know the work that he puts in every day. He comes here with a smile on his face every day, no matter what his role is. So it is really cool to see.
Is this the opportunity that you've been waiting for since you got traded here?
I mean, it's kind of the opportunity I've been waiting for ever since I got in the NFL. Just to be able to be out there on Sundays and showcase my talent and be able to make plays for a football team. That's the goal at the end of the day, help the team win and make plays. And that's what I'm going to do. That's what I've been capable of doing, and I'm just going to show that.
Sirianni mentioned playing his receivers to their strengths. What do you think your strengths are?
Being able to move everywhere. I feel like I pick up on things pretty easily. I can decipher defenses pretty fast, and I feel like I can run pretty much any route in the route tree. So being a savvy route runner, I feel like is one of my biggest strengths, and they are helping me do that by putting me in advantageous situations and being able to make plays.
Can you kind of describe the route you ran that kind of sprung Dallas on that 61-yard play at the end? I mean,
yeah.
It seemed like you kind of caused those two guys to collide.
Yeah. We knew it was going to be a big man game. We knew the Saints defense was going to test us outside. We were going to have to make plays, and Kellen drove a great play that we've been working on all week. Jalen actually checked it at the line of scrimmage. So I know people have been talking about him reading defenses and everything, so that was a big kudos to him. He did that for us, and then, it was something that we ran all week. We probably ran it like 10 times because we knew how much man we were going to get. And I was really just trying to get in the way of Dallas's guy, and I didn't know all three of the guys were going to run into each other. But it was pretty cool, and it sprung a big play for us and helped us overall get the W.
And a play like that's kind of like a fine line between, running your route and also offensive PI, right?
Yeah, 100%. That's the main goal. You want to run at them until you can't, basically, because in this league, refs are waiting to call pass interferences. So, it was a fine line that we had to work all week, and I kind of just threw the alley-oop to him, and he dunked it.
You're learning more slot now. What have you taken from someone like Chris Godwin, for example? He's one of the better slot receivers in the game. Obviously, has that connection.
Yeah, he's one of the better receivers in the game. We play two different games, but I tend to watch him a little bit when I get the chance to. And he's really great at the catch point. I always say that. He makes a lot of contested plays, and rarely does he have targets come his way that he doesn't come down with. And I feel like that just goes back to his mentality. was just being a competitor. And I saw that when I worked out with him a couple summers ago. So it was pretty cool to see it, especially coming from the same university.
AJ has been out for the last 2 weeks, but we saw him on the sideline against the Saints. What has it been like, I guess, how involved has he been since he went down, and how have you continued to still learn from him even if he's not playing?
Yeah, I mean, it's big to have someone like that on the sideline with you. Just know that, it's kind of like your brother to guide you. While he's out there, we're fighting, and he's right there cheering us on, no matter if he's hurt or not. But yeah, it's pretty cool to have him out there. He's giving us pointers anytime we come off the sideline of things he sees. Because he's played a lot of football, he's had a lot of success. So anything that he sees, he's kind of giving us, tips on how we can beat things and different stuff like that.
We're here with Zack Baun getting ready for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and Zack, as of now, second in the league in tackles. What's going right for you right now?
I think we're just playing good team defense. And then effort and energy is always there. That's one of our core values, is playing with effort and intensity, and that's what I'm doing.
And you came into this Philadelphia team, and we didn't really know exactly what your role was going to be. Did you always know you had this in you?
I always knew. Coming here, I just wanted to prove it to myself that I can do this and I can be a good backer in this league.
And I know we talked to Nakobe last week, and I was asking about the run defense. He told me this is a 1 week fix. We know we're going to get it right. And sure enough, you guys did. What went right against the Saints?
Yeah, the fixes weren't difficult things. It was just being on the same page, and it came down to execution. And talked to some guys, got everyone on the same page, and we executed last week.
And now I'm sure consistency is key. How do you continue that going forward against the Bucs?
Just to continue to tweak our process and attack every day like we need to and like we're supposed to.
Are you at the point now with this Vic Fangio defense that you guys know your strengths, know your weaknesses, almost know the identity of this team, or is that still kind of a work in progress?
I think the identity of a team really transitions throughout the whole season. And then you see what that identity is throughout the season. But we say we want to be physical, we say we want to play fast and play smart football, and that's our goal every week.
And I know it's still so early on in the season, but it seems like it's been so up and down so far this year. How much did that help, that win in New Orleans, to help momentum for this year?
Yeah, just giving us confidence that this is a good defense. It was just a few minor things that we had to tweak and fix, and now, like you said, it's just consistency and playing up to that standard and our standard.
Zack, thank you so much.
How big of a part?
Well, you know what? I didn't know. I mean, until I heard him say what he said. I just knew, for me, I just want to, my biggest slogan this year is I want to go out the same way I came in, strong and helping the team, and whatever that looked like, and so this year, like, it ain't nowhere to it. I know I go hard in practice, and I practice hard, and I try to get the guys to get going, because I know it started with, just us seeing it, and I know, I've been there, you got to grind every day. It's a continuous grind. You got to believe in the dream, and I think now I'm starting to probably rub off in a good way on them, and they just want to play me a lot more.
You're a big part of the 6-1 with the years. What goes into run defending, being a part of that specifically? Because it's the first time you get to see that.
Yeah, it's attitude, man. It's an attitude for real. It's more about getting off your block, making sure you're knocking them back, then getting off your block and making a tackle. And it's about us getting there together. But yeah, man, it's all within the scheme. You got to do a job. You got to make sure you're taking care of your box. And I think that gives you a lot of one-on-ones in that type of scheme. But it definitely stressed different areas. But I feel like we're good in some of those areas that we've been stressed in.
I feel from one that you had that full one makes the tackle. Is that how you saw it?
It was. I mean, they had a little tail that let me know it was coming that way, and so I just wanted to make sure I fired off on my guy, use my hands and just knock him back, and then see Zack Baun come, bang, pause, my bad, but hit the tight end and knock him down, and man, it was such a good, it was a good one.
You ran in a little more work than you might have expected. How do you feel?
I feel good, and that's what, for me, always know the second day after the game. because the 48 hours, you know, that's when you really start to feel pain. I mean, I just had a couple neck things, but other than that, I mean, there's nothing out of the ordinary. And then I'm recovered already from the type of practice we had today. We had a little walk, individual, we did a little walkthrough, and then tomorrow I'll be really feeling good right now.
I'm sure you heard Tom Brady's going to be the the Spurs are obviously ranked, but he makes it back.
Yeah, that's cool right there. I mean, hope you talking about us in a good way. Yeah, but I'm sure I'm happy that he found his niche on what he do. You know, after the game, hope he loves it.
You came into this with the idea that this was a farewell tour. Are you still in that mindset, or are you thinking you might have another one in?
So let's get through this one first. And then I said, either way, I'm gonna be a part of whatever they're doing next year. But you know, it's as a player, who knows? But I know for me, I just want to stay ready anyway. As far as just being in shape, but I might stay ready another year, depending on how everything goes.
Are you surprised how well the body's holding up?
I ain't gonna say I was feeling good already, but I know just how you start to get played a little bit. Like last year, but I had like 3 sacks, but didn't play. I played, but I didn't play as much as I'm playing now. But you know, you just start to see the writing on the wall sometimes, and I thought it was until good thing, and now I'm kind of back in the mix for real.
So the way you've been playing kind of maybe rethink whether this might be him.
Well, I knew I was playing good still, but to actually get in the game, you know, that's what we really know. Because I see a lot of guys that get older that can still play, but you want to get those young guys in, and I understand that too. So that's why I was just kind of like, you know, because it's political too. I mean, we got to call it what it is, but I mean, I still have people go against the politics. It's like I'm just going because I see what you do every day. I mean, I respect him just as much as you respect me, and I had to earn it, and you know, I showed him every day. I mean, I'm still helping the guys, trying to get everybody to just hit their gaps and make sure that they taking care of what they box, so that we can trust each other out there. Because I mean, it's all about trust as a defense, and as you see, we got stronger. Now we got to continue to keep getting stronger, because this road is definitely this journey. I mean, now we put something on tape that we're gonna have to show every week. You know, so hey, get ready.
Has it been an ideal start for Bryce in his stint here? What sort of guidance have you given him at all being the leader?
Stay the course, because with Bryce, he coming from attack front. I mean, I know all about it, because we went from attack front, then we had to learn some new things in the 34 defense. And, not making excuses, because he still looked good, but it's like I say, we got Vic, you know, old school coach. I mean, he just, you know, you got to win up, you got to gain that trust. It's a new coordinator and all that little stuff. I mean, of course, you know, he got paid too. So I know it means something to him. I see him every day, and at first, it just haven't happened for me. So I know that it's gonna happen for him. But you know, people want them results right away, especially if you're getting paid what you're getting paid. So he under a microscope. I get that. But we got this week 4. We got some time. So hopefully he ended with a bang, and then we're getting ready for the postseason.
It's still a little early, but I hear it sounds like you're having more fun this year than last year.
Hey, anytime you got getting more time on the field, especially when you feel like you can still do it. You know, I'm having fun. I was gonna have fun regardless, but it's even more fun because of that. Like I say, I want to come back in. I want to go out the same way I came in, strong and helping the team. And whatever that role was this year, I was going to embrace it and still be able to play as much as I've been playing. I feel like you're really a part of it.
Brandon, what have you noticed about Jalen Hurts' attitude and leadership?
He's more vocal, even though he was. But you know how I go. People smile. You know, he was having fun, but I think even more now he just letting loose, because you know if I'm gonna be the #1 guy and people want to hear from me, I think that's what he embracing this year. Like, I'm gonna make sure they hear me. So that's what he's been doing. No, I got you.
You faced these guys a bunch of times, these core guys in Tampa. Your thoughts on them this weekend?
You got to make sure that you stop the run, #1. Then Baker's playing ball. I mean, he can beat you. We got to make sure we stop their receivers, because they got a good bunch. I mean, Godwin. Mike Evans for sure. They still playing good ball, and we got to make sure that we get them up front. As far as we got to make sure we win our one-on-ones and get to Baker, because they do got a good offense.
Thank you.
Every game's different. gotta stay patient. Sometimes those 7 touches, setting up stuff late on the game. And sometimes the 7 touches, just you come out hot. I mean, I've had games, first half I've had 60 rushing yards, finished the game with 60 rushing yards. So it's like, can't get too caught up in all the touches. Just try to take advantage of the opportunity you can. Get the way numbers come. Try to make the most of it.
When it comes to that in-week prep you were talking about, and obviously they take care of everybody, but how have you changed personally, or have you changed from early in your season, early in your career versus now as far as you handle? Has it changed much over the years?
Yeah, it changes a little bit as you learn and get more information on the body and on the body. It's probably not how your body feeling right. But yeah, I would say that's probably the biggest change for me. Just having a routine, consistent routine, locking in.
You faced on those coach defenses before. He likes to go to his crazy close packages. How much does he are they meant to pressure the running back in terms of who to pick up, the competition is covered?
Yeah, I mean he's a really good coach. I've been a fan of his since I was a Jets fan growing up, since he was in New York. But the hard thing about him is every week they have something new too. So it's kind of hard to game plan from the Jets team. Stuff that you have and you go back to the basics. Be prepared for whatever, because you know something's coming. You don't know what it is, but you know something's coming, and that's the beauty of it. Figure it out and get back to the sideline and okay, this is the mindset of the day, and try to tackle it.
Saquon, a lot of the bigger backs are amongst the top 10 in rushing now, like guys 230 to 220. Well, why do you think the league is starting to trend to favoring bigger backs?
I don't think it's that. I think it's just like it just happened to be bigger backs probably on the top 10 rushing right now. I think there's no trend to bigger backs. I think maybe as the guy who's 230 and 220, like he's 190. That probably wasn't so often in 2005, 2010. I'll say that's probably the only thing I'll take notice of, but I don't think there's a rhyme or reason why the top 10 rushers are this way or this size.
Did you watch the Eagles-Bucks game last year, the playoff game?
I have not yet.
Did you watch? You didn't watch it? You didn't?
I haven't watched it fully. I've watched like clips of the game, but I haven't watched that game.
Even as a fan, you didn't watch it? Okay. Were you that team, you had seen them the week before, that team had fallen from where they were. I mean, you got to see it firsthand, I guess, the week before, but.
Yeah, how do I answer that? Definitely going against the Eagles my whole career, knowing what they're about, especially most recent years. You can see playing them in Christmas last year, and last game of the season. They probably weren't the same team that I was used to. That's how the NFL goes sometimes. Obviously, I think they started off hot. The season ended off the way they wanted to last year. That's in the past. Go back to learn from that, which I would well game. I know they played them early in the year too. But like I said, that's in the past. So we're give credit for this Sunday.
Now that you've been in this offense like for 10 years, what kind of strikes you about it?
I just think that we still have not close to what we're capable of doing. The best product I think has not been shown yet, which is the skill. Like that, things are meshing at the right time. I think he's going to be able to see it and be able to showcase that. So that's probably the thing that I'm probably most impressed with.
How scary do you think this offense is?
It'll be really good. Really good. We just got to put our mind to it and focus on the little things and focus on the process.
Do you feel like you're close to that?
Yeah, I mean, we show glimpses of it, but I'd rather find a way to break through it and learn at the beginning of the season rather than be super hot and the first 5-6 games we fall apart at the end of the season. So it's a long season. Like I said, I think we could be really good. We know we can be really good.
it's bad at, like I said, trusting the process and going out there and actually doing it.
The Bucs are dealing with some injuries along the defensive line. When you look at the tape, what have you seen?
Yeah, we're